Hello, welcome to OpenRose, a free and open source requirements management application. Today I'm going to talk about upgrading OpenRose on a standalone Windows installation. The previous version or the first version that was made available was release 0100, and now we have the new version available, which is 012-243. In this version, there are some nice feature enhancements incorporated, and I'm going to be quite excited about this new one, which allows me to copy the entire project, entire item type, or item type with its hierarchical data included in them. So before we use these capabilities, we obviously need to upgrade to the latest version, and in this video, I'm just going to show you a simple steps to do that upgrade. Now let me first start by going into and opening this diagram. This is the architectural diagram where we can see that we have three components: the web UI, through which we allow users to connect through the browser, which communicates with the API interface and which connects to the SQL Server database. All these three components are installed on a standalone computer. So we're just going to upgrade the web UI and the API version. Now let me jump to my current installation. This is in my C drive OpenRose. My application is not running at the moment, but I have this installation here. The zip files were the one that I downloaded in the past from the release page, so I definitely don't need them anymore. I'm going to delete them. And then I have the API version 0100 and the web UI version 0100. Now let me also show you that in the temporary location, in my C drive temporary location, I've just downloaded the latest version of OpenRose. These are the zip files which I have uncompressed them in these two subfolders. So API is here and the web UI is here. So one of the things that I need to make sure is that from the previous version, I copy over the app settings.json file. That's the file which is used to indicate in the web UI version, it indicates where is my API, and in API it indicates where is my SQL Server. So basically allowing us to have these communications established between these three different components, and those information is defined in our app settings files. So I'm just going to go in here, go to app settings. This is the API. So I'm just going to take that app settings and put it in here. So I'm just going to replace an existing file there. That's the API. And the second one is the web UI. So I'll just go ahead and pick up the app settings.json file from there. Go back into my downloads for web UI, the latest version, and replace the app settings. So now the connection is established. We know how web UI will connect to the API and how API will connect to the database. Okay, after doing those two things, I just can go ahead and delete these folders. I don't need them anymore. Let me go and pick up these two folders, which are the latest version, and paste them here. So now that my application is upgraded, let me start the API first. So let me go into API and then go to OpenRose API.exe. I'll just double click on that. Let me run that application. That will show a startup window for you. Actually speaking, everything is local, so I don't need to allow any internet access to OpenRose. It is purely a local standalone installation. And the second one is the web UI. So let's go to again OpenRose web UI.exe. Let's run that application. And I don't need to give any access to the internet. And it should just be connected to the API server on the local machine. When the API starts, it upgrades the database if required with the necessary schema. So we don't need to actually apply any schema on the database. So now we should have these two running side by side. This one is the API and this one is the web UI. And because they are both running, we should be now able to connect to OpenRose using localhost. So you can see now we are connected to OpenRose. We can go to settings to see that we are on the latest version. I need to fix this small bug that it should show the full version rather than just the major, minor, and patch version. It would be nice to also include the build details here. And then here in the project, we should be able to see all of our existing project. We can go into the tree view and see the existing data as how we've been using it in the past. So this was a simple steps that I wanted to explain about how you can upgrade your standalone installation of OpenRose. Thank you so much for your time.